So when I was thinking of an idea for my next video, a lot of the things that came up in my mind were lazy Pokemon designs. So I decided to do my own top 10 Pokemon designs who I think are the laziest. No, number 10 is Venusaur. Now don't get me wrong, I kinda like Bulbasaur, but Venusaur is just a bigger Bulbasaur with more warts and a flower on its back, with some leaves. So not all that much creativity. And for number 9, it's Brionne. And on its own, Brionne, and this one will probably, and much like Vikavolt in my last video, Brionne will probably be the only Pokemon from Sun and Moon that's gonna be here on its own. And you can't say that that there's not much that there's not much difference in these two. Number 8, Jigglypuff. I mean, when you look at it, it's just a balloon with eyes, hand, arms, legs, ears, and a little swirly thing, and a mouth. Clefairy has at least a little bit of creativity, even with the fingers and such. But don't get me started on Wigglytuff and Clefable. Number 7, every middle stage early on bug Pokemon. I mean, come on! Not all that much creativity. I mean, seriously, these two are practically the copies of each other, just with different colors. Number 6, every single Eevee evolution. I mean, don't get me wrong, I think Eevee is cute. But Flareon, Umbreon, Glaceon, Sylveon, Espeon, Vaporeon, Leafeon, and Jolteon all are just bigger versions of Eevee with different color variations and different things around their neck, if they even have any, and different tails, if you could even call the thing by Jolteon's butt a tail. And their ears also change a little. And that's not very much creativity. It's just plain redesigning of the same Pokemon. Number 5 is Aegislash. For Aegislash, it was from Honedge, which is one sword, Doublade, which was Doublade, which is two swords, to Aegislash, which is just one sword with a shield. Not much creativity there, Game Freak. I mean, when I first saw Doublade, I would have thought that Honedge could evolve into Doublade. I would have thought that Doublade would evolve into a Pokemon with more than just two swords. But instead, we got a Pokemon that only has one sword with a shield. For my number 4, it's every single Pikachu clone. Now don't get me wrong, I like Pikachu, especially because of the anime and how cute it is, and its pre-evolution and evolution, Pichu and Raichu, but that was it. Once every Pikachu clone was made, a lot of people would have snapped and said, why are there so many Pikachu clones? I mean, I would have been fine with one Pikachu clone, and that being Pikachu. And then Pichu and Raichu being part of its evolution. And Pikachu's practically the only Pikachu clone that can evolve. Number 3, Sandshrew. And I'm not just talking about normal Sandshrew, I'm also talking about Alolan Sandshrew. And you guys can't say that there's not all that much special thing going on with Sandshrew and either of them. And yes, I know that Alolan Sandshrew is based off an igloo, but still, they look pretty much the same. Number 2, Pineco. I mean, all they really did was take a Pineco, give it eyes, and then recolored it to make a Pineco. So not all that much creativity, Game Freak, again. And for number 1, people will probably have already figured this out, but it's Magikarp. I mean, Magikarp is just one fish. I mean, at least Wishy-Washy, he can turn into a bigger fish. And yes, I know Magikarp can evolve, but on its own, Magikarp is just boring. So that was the top 10 Pokemon that I thought had the laziest designs. Then please do leave a like and subscribe to see more content like this. And yes, I know that the special demo for Sun and Moon will be coming out soon. And I will do I'll do a playthrough of that. And I can't wait to play with Ash Greninja either. And I will be playing through Pokemon Sun and Moon, like I said in my last video. So again, please leave a like and subscribe.